One only Despotic, bring you guys another gameplay commentary. Elder Scrolls Online. It's another X just completely and utterly negated by a cowardly playstyle. And I don't think it has anything to do with snipe. I just think if you gave someone a skill that they can employ in a cowardly fashion, they will do it. And undoubtedly, it happens quite often in ESO. This person comes out of stealth. I have two clips. This first clip, this is clearly an X. It's completely negated by the playstyle. There's no counter to it. The only counter is players frowning on the playstyle. And every time I've made commentaries about cowardly players, I kind of create a shitstorm where players come and voice their opinions in favor of these types of players, because they are in fact these types of players, and they say it's strategic. I think it's annoying. It's frustrating. I'm indifferent about just this in general, but as a man, look, you don't have to subscribe or adhere to like my opinions and my viewpoints about anything, but you have to admit, like, it's just cowardly and you can't counter it. And you hear a lot of players, and I rarely get into groups, but I'm on console, you get into a party and they tout how great of a player they are, and then you find out, oh, so what's like what do you play? I play a bow class. Oh, okay, let me guess. Are you a Nightblade? Yes, I'm a Nightblade. Right? And I also showed this clip just to give I don't want people to think it's only when it comes to snipers. You have a lot of these players who play this way, right? When they outnumber you, they're the biggest, baddest person in the world. When it's a 1v1 or it's a situation where they feel as if they won't come out victorious, they employ these types of tactics, and it's a cowardly tactic. I don't think it's strategic. I just think it's in that person's nature, just in general, to just cower under pressure, and they don't want to, like, is this a casual player? I don't know, but they don't want to extend just a bit of effort to be a little bit better. They don't want to do that, right? They honestly don't want to do that. And this is the first iteration of this build, so this was like yesterday. It's so much better than it is now than what you're looking at. And as you can see, I'm a little bit frustrated because of what's going on in my resources. I'm just letting it drop. But this is how players play. And yes, ZeniMax Online Studios, with their like incompetent approach to almost everything, they've created a situation where solo and small group players find it almost or next to nearly impossible to get into quality small scale. And yes, there's CP, but I'm sorry, there's Battlegrounds, and I play Battlegrounds, but to me, Battlegrounds is, one, easy, two, you find the most cheesy shit in Battlegrounds as well, and three, just open world is just, to me, a lot more appealing. But then you have to deal with this. You have to deal with the cowardly actions of snipers. You have to deal with these types of players who just, they don't know what to do, right? I'm a ranged character. Why would I just don't. And there's nothing like, a lot of players will want to make the counter that is strategic. There's no like thought process behind it. There's no critical thinking. I can break this down and show you the many areas where this player just made absolute mistakes. It's just a complete and utter coward in every stretch of the imagination. But you know, they're badasses when they talk to their friends in area chat or in group chat. That's what they do. They're like the biggest, baddest people. But then when you see them in serial, they're cowards. And yes, you know, I've made countless videos about these types of players. I just want to point out that it's on every platform. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the class. They just all employ these. They want to be cowards. There's no way for you to counter it. And look, the guy's gone. No longer want. And that's the thing. They have ways to get out of a fight, right? Stamina is not a problem for them to waste. Like, I can't waste stamina because you never know, someone might just jump on me. But to them, they could just waste stamina because they're running back to their group. And this never ends. Anyway, still want to leave the Despotic. Deuces.